Right. I want to revise with you this exercise which I gave you yesterday. Right. The exercise was not that difficult, although some of you have complained that they failed to get it right. So I want to give you an illustration of how it was supposed to be done. Right. Question number 1 was saying, number 1A, I think you have got questions. You have got questions. Number 1A was saying simplify. 8 minus 24 divided by 6 plus 3 multiplied by 4. Multiplied by 4. Right. So here is our question. Right. This question is very, very easy, but it needs the application of bomb dust. Needs the application of bomb dust. Bomb dust stands for the bracket of multiplication division, addition, then subtraction. So we first multiply before addition. We first divide before addition. Then lastly, we have to manipulate subtraction. We have to use subtraction later, after doing multiplication, after doing division, after doing addition. Then lastly, we have to apply our subtraction. Right. So coming back to our question. Our question was 8 minus 24 divided by 6 plus 3 times 4. Right. So here we can introduce some brackets. Right. So 3 multiplied by 4, we get a 12. Right. Plus 24 divided by 6, we get a 4. Right. Then 8. So subtraction sign was affecting this 4. The 4 was being affected by the subtraction sign. Right. So we now add 8 to 12 according to bomb dust, because we need to add first, then we subtract. We need to add first, then we subtract. So 8 plus 12, we get 20 minus 4, which is equivalent to 16, which is okay, which is number 1B. 1B was saying expand 1 minus 2x multiplied by x plus 3. Right. To expand an expression, you need to remove these brackets, then you simplify by collecting like terms. Then unlike terms will not subtract or add. Right. So here we open this bracket and expand. Right, like 1 multiplied by x plus 3 minus 2x, right, minus 2x multiplied by x plus 3, right. 1 multiplied by x, we get an x. 1 times 3, we get a 3, right. Negative 2x times x, we get negative 2x squared, right. Negative 2x multiplied by 3, we get negative 6x, right. Here now we have to collect like terms, then we simplify. Right, we've got x and 6 and negative 6x there. Right, so we collect them. X minus 6x, right, plus 3 minus 2x squared, right. x minus 6x, we get negative 5x plus 3 minus 2x squared. Right, now we have to respect a term which has got a positive value, right, which is 3. So we can say 3 minus 5x minus 2x squared, which is our solution. Right. Let's see, we're saying find the lowest, this is in 1C, find the LCM of, right, we've got 15y squared, we've got 25xy squared, and x to the 3 minus x squared. Right, we've got 3 elements here, and we are required to find their lowest common multiple. LCM stands for lowest common multiple. Lowest common multiple. So firstly, we have to express each term as a product of its prime factors. Right? Like 15y squared can be expressed as 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by y squared. That's our 15y squared. Right? 25xy squared can be expressed as 5 squared times x times y squared. Right? X to the 3 minus x squared can be expressed as x squared, right? Because x squared here is a common factor, right? X squared, if we factor out x squared, we come up with x minus 1. Right. Now, to find the LCM, we take those elements with the highest order power. Like in this case, we've got 5 squared. 5 squared, right, is got the highest order power, which is greater than the 5 in 15y squared here. So we have to consider this one, which is 5 squared. Why? Because this 5 already can get into this one. Because the lowest common multiple is a number with the factors given. All the factors should get into it without leaving any remainder. So we have to consider this 5 squared. Right, here we've got 3. 3 is a standalone number, but 3 should also get into that factor. So we have to consider it, right? Multiplied by 3. Right, we've got y squared. We've got y squared here again. So we take y squared, one of it, right? We have got x and x squared, right? So we have to consider x squared, right? Multiplied by this bracket, x minus 1, right? Then we simplify. 5 squared is equivalent to 25. 25 multiplied by 3, we get 75, right? Y squared, then we place it as it is, right? X squared, right? Then x minus 1. So finally we get 75 x squared, x minus 1, y squared. So this is our lowest common multiple. This is our lowest common multiple of the 3 elements which were given. Right, now we are now moving on to question number 2. Question number 2, which was saying solve the equations. Solve the equations, right? The equations were given. 1 saying 7 right? H plus 3 minus 2, H minus 4 was equivalent to 4, right? Number 2, item 2, we're saying 3 to the power m plus 4 is equivalent to 9 m minus 1, right? So to solve an equation is to find an unknown element, or an unknown variable. So here our unknown variable in item number 1 is h. So we have to find the identity of h, So solution. So to solve an equation which is on item number 1, firstly we have to remove my brackets. We need to remove all the brackets, then we simplify. Like in this case, we have to introduce 7 inside the bracket, and this 7 is a scalar, which means it affects each and every item inside the bracket. And we get 7 times h, we get 7h plus 7 times 3, we get 21, minus 2 times h, we get 2h. Negative times negative, we get a positive. Negative 2 times 4, we get positive 8, which is equivalent to 4, right? So an equation has got two sides, which should balance. The left hand side should be equal to the right hand side, right? So now we have to collect like terms. So 7h minus 2h is equivalent to 4, right? This 4, which is at the right hand side, subtracting 8, because as it jumps the equal sign, it will change its sign and be negative, right? 21, right? It will be also a negative number, right? 7h subtracting 2h, we get 5h, which is equivalent to, right? We get negative 25. 4 minus 8 minus 21, we get negative 25. So to find the identity of h, we have to make this h the subject of the formula. So to make h the subject of the formula, we need to divide both sides by 5. So h becomes negative 5. H becomes negative 5. Now we want to look at item 2. And item 2 now is an exponential function. Which is an equation in indices, right? It has got an unknown variable expressed as a power. So for us to solve this kind of an equation, we have to make the bases the same. At the end of the day and equate the powers only. So 3 to the m plus 4, that is equivalent to 9. 9 is the same as 3 squared. 9 is the same as 3 squared. So we have to say 3 to the 2 multiplied by m minus 1, right? Powers, right? So now we have our bases the same now. So our bases are now the same. So we have to equate the powers only. So we say m plus 4 is equivalent to 2 by m minus 4. And we get m plus 4 is equivalent to 2m minus 8. Right? So this m should jump the equal side, and we get m minus 2m is equivalent to negative 8, negative 4, right? Because this 4 is positive here, so if it jumps the equal sign, it will carry a negative sign, right? So m minus 2m, we get negative m, which is equivalent to negative 12, right? Then we divide by negative 1, both sides. So our M becomes 12. And we are now moving on to question number 3, which was saying a farmer has a plot which measures 50 meter by 140 meter. So through reading this piece of a statement, you need to deduce that this farmer has got a plot which was rectangular in shape. So you need to sketch a diagram of the farmer, of the farm. You need to sketch a diagram of the farm. So the length was 150 meters, then the width was 140 meters. 140 meters, right? So the farmer wants to use chemicals to destroy weeds in the plot. The farmer wants to use chemicals to destroy weeds in the plot. For every 100 square meters, 5 liters of chemicals are used. Right now, the question is now saying, calculate the quantity of the chemicals in liters needed to destroy weeds in the whole plot. Right. So now we need to calculate the area covered by the field. The area covered by the whole field. So to calculate the area of a shape which is triangular, right? We need to use the formula A is equivalent to length multiplied by width. You need to use this formula. Area is equivalent to length by width. So our length was 150, right, multiplied by 140, which was our width. So now we need to give a placeholder of 0, then 0, right? So 1 times 0 we get a 0, 1 times 5 get a 5, 1 times 1 get a 1, right? So we need to place another placeholder 0, and we say 4 times 0 is 0, 4 times 5 we get 20, which is 0 get 2, 4 times 1 does 4, 4 plus 2 we get a 6, right? So we add 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2. So the farm was 21,000 square meters. The area of the farm was 21,000 square meters. So the quantity of chemicals which was needed to destroy weeds in the whole farm, now we use the simple proportion or direct proportion, right? 100 square meters equivalent to 5 liters. What about 21,000 square meters? So we say more here, right? If it is more, then we say 21,000 over 100 square meters multiplied by 5 liters. So square meters and square meters will cancel each other. So we get, right, 210 multiplied by 5. 0, 5, 10. So that was 10,050 liters of chemicals which were needed. 10,050 liters of chemicals were needed to destroy weeds in the whole plot. Right, on part B, 5 liters of chemicals cost $8. 5 liters cost $8. So now we are asked to find the cost of the chemicals needed to destroy the weeds in the whole plot, right? So we have found 10, 50 liters, 1,050 liters, right? So to find the cost of this one, right, we divide this one by 5 liters, then we multiply by 8, right? 5, 2, 1, 0. So 21 0 times 8, right? 0, 8, 16. So the cost of the chemicals needed to destroy weeds on the whole plot was $1,680. Question number 4. Taurai is X years old. We've got Taurai here, who is X years old. Rikomborero, her brother, is 9 years older than her. Rikomborero is 9 years older than her, meaning to say Rikomborero is 9 plus X years old, right? Their father is 3 times as old as Taurai. Father is equivalent to 3 times X. So since Taurai is X years old, so the father is 3 times as old as Taurai. So father is 3x years old. Their mother is twice as old as Rikomborero. So mother is equivalent to 2 by 9 plus X. That's the age of the mother. Years old. Right? So item A, write down in terms of X an expression for the total age of the 4 members of the family. So total age equivalent to X plus 9 plus X plus 3X plus 18 plus 2X. I've simplified here and I get X plus 2X, 2X plus 3X, get 5X, 5X plus 2X will get 7X plus 27. Yes. So the total age of the family members is 7x plus 27 years. Right? So item B, given that the sum of the ages of the 4 members is 139 years, find the value of x. So now this total, which is 7x plus 27, is given as 139. So now we say 7x equivalent to 139 minus 27, right? I get 9 minus 7, we get a 2, 3 minus 2, get a 1. So 7x equivalent to 1, 1, 2. Then I divide both sides by 7. So my x becomes 1, 7 into 11, 1, and 4. 7 into 42, 16. So x is equivalent to 16. So x is equivalent to 16. That's all. Good day.